Hi, I'm Ed Lucas. I'm 19 years old, 6'3" guard, and I currently play for Primeiro Agosto in Angola. Basketball to me, it means the world really. Like, I feel like if I didn't really have like basketball, like there would be no Ed Lucas and the Ed Lucas people know today. It would just be a typical guy, you know, walking around, you know, working like retail store or something like that. And that's not what I want. I want to put my name out there. I want people to know who I am, you know, for being a good person and being a good ball player. When I first started playing, I was around 6, 7 years old. And like, it's a funny story, it wasn't really like a serious like sport to me at the time, but I only started playing because I watched Space Jam and I bought NBA Street Volume 2, so I kind of gassed off those two things. During the second season of Westminster, when I was playing men's, my parents, because they lived in Angola at the time, they went to see one of their old friends who was a military, and he's in charge of the club over there. They didn't know at the time that he was the president of the club. Their friend just said like, hey, I'm about to be the owner of this club, you know, with the basketball team, the netball team, swimming team, all this stuff. And like, you know, I heard your son plays ball now. And they sent, I sent them my game tapes and like highlights, you know, one that you made too, that they loved that one. As soon as I sent them, I got an email back and they paid for my ticket to go out to Angola for like a month. After like the first week of like training, they already like offered me a contract. So my family wasn't in the best of financial situations, and the contract that they gave me was more than enough to like support my whole family. So I couldn't like take it down, so I had to accept it really. My experience is my first pro year. I've never experienced anything like this in my life. I mean, the ball over there, like the only way I can describe it is like, man, just crazy really. I mean, really aggressive, you know, up-tempo. I think that's the fastest paced game I've ever played in. I had to adjust like the first couple like weeks I was out there. Yeah, it was tough at first because, you know, compared to England, over here, like, you know, the refs, you know, they'll call like every little foul. Over there, like, you get punched in the face and it's nothing. I just like carry on, carry on. I'm a hard head. I don't like people thinking that, you know, I'm a soft guy or anything like that. So I just put in work, put in work, put in work. I was first invited to the England training camp in 2011 during my under-18 season. And at the time, and still, I don't have a British passport. I have a Portuguese passport and an Angolan passport. They said not to worry, you know, just come down and train, and, you know, we'll help sort out your passport situation. So I went over there and like, you know, I gave it my all. I feel like I did well to make the team, but unfortunately I was cut. As a player, you know, it sucks because like, you want to represent the country, you know. I think I'd say I'm more British than I am Portuguese or Angolan because I basically grew up here. This year, I think it's the 93s age group for under 20s. And, you know, GB, I'd love to one day play for GB, but again, because of the passport, can't really like get selected to play on that team. Even though I feel like I can compete with the players that were selected. I was playing out in Angola and I'm Angolan. I got selected to play on the preliminary national team for the men's in 2 weeks. So it's a big opportunity, you know, from playing under 20s for men's, because, you know, the game's completely different, and, you know, there's going to be a whole bunch of people watching that. Afro-basket is like one of the biggest, probably the biggest thing in Africa, so the opportunities there is just like amazing, and I'd love to play in that team, you know. I just can't wait for training camp to start. I want to give it my all. I'm going to be the youngest person there, 19. Everyone else is like 24, 25, 26, you know. So I have nothing to lose really and everything to gain. So, you know, hard work, you know, determination, you know, perseverance, and I know if I keep going at it, I'll make that team. My biggest influences in terms of coaches is obviously one of my favorite coaches ever, Junior Williams, because he's considered one of the best point guards to ever play in this country and, you know, to come out of this country, and his skill set, you know, and his knowledge is just something out of this world. And like for a point guard like me, you know, learning from him was like just a blessing. Secondly, I'd say Jimmy Rogers, because he prepared me mentally for anything, any coach I go like, you know, and play for, because I think it's like he's just the toughest person really. If you can go through Jimmy Rogers, I'm pretty sure you can go through anyone. But I think the toughest people I've played against, and I love playing against him, he's like, to me, I feel like he's like an older brother to me, Justin Robinson. that guy, he's just something else. He's actually like a machine. So each time I see him, we'd like work out, and whenever he'd be like, hey, now we're gonna play one-on-one, I was just always ready. Like, I didn't really care if he would, you know, like whoop me or anything, but I just knew I was gonna get better, and like, I'm gonna, you know, give my 100%, 150% just to like show him that, hey, I'm not that little kid no more, you know, I'm growing up now. But yeah, Justin, he's that guy, he's that guy. Oh, what drives me is my family. Like, without them, I don't think I would be playing ball, really. I don't know, like, I've been through a couple stuff and like, you know, some pretty deep stuff. My family were always there, and I always promised myself, and I promised, like, especially my mother, and I always used to tell her, well, just give me a couple of years, just give me a couple of years. You don't have to cry no more, you don't have to, like, you know, be upset no more. I'm gonna make something out of myself with this sport, so you don't have to worry. At first, she was kind of like, you know, like, what about your backup plans and all this? And I'm just like, Mom, when you want something so bad, backup plans don't even come into your head. Like, every backup plan to you is your first plan. So yeah, I just kept going. And like, you know, I'm here, and you know, I actually accomplished something. I'm very like proud of myself, and my family's proud of me. So I feel like, you know, I'm on top of the world right now.